Hey guys, how you doing? I have a few things I want to talk to you about. Um, Ever since I was a little kid, things have always felt off for me, and I had been seeing shadow people and experiencing really odd things around me. I've only just recently found out that there has been a huge conspiracy revolving around me where basically the whole town I've lived at, my adoptive family, my siblings, even my ex and her mother, and everybody around me has essentially been trying to kill me without being exposed. They've been practicing spiritual. They've been trying to kill me spiritually for a long time, and that's really gotten to me after all the stuff started to come to light. I wanted to tell people that the only way we're going to win this is by practicing stillness and basically letting these attacks run right off of us. When we know we're being spiritually attacked, we literally just need to pray for God to take it off our hands. We shouldn't be trying to attack back. We should be handing it to God for God to do with it as He will, so we don't have to suffer any karmic backlash. Um, Last year, my phone was cloned, and I don't know what happened. I had this drug situation going on because of how I was feeling. I did multiple drugs all at the same time for weeks on end, and it eventually resulted in me seeing the spiritual realm and other realities overlap on top of our own. And I, lo and behold, saw a bunch of shadowy entities looming around me, like in a ritual like formation, like they clearly wanted me gone and dead. Well, they ended up driving me temporarily insane. I literally experienced what felt like a particle accelerator going on in my head. I had hundreds, if not thousands, of thoughts spinning around in my head all at the same time. And I even like saw on my phone them mocking me straight to my face on messages that were showing up on my Facebook feed saying how they gave somebody the particle accelerator treatment, and people were laughing about it. And I'm like, oh wow, that's that's not obvious. So I've gone through a lot. That's literally blatant mockery, gaslighting, gang stalking. I've been experiencing severe panic attacks since I left my adoptive family's house when I was kicked out right before I turned 18. They wanted me out as soon as I was 18 because I didn't fit the family image that they were trying to paint. So, that fell apart. But in the last couple of years, these panic attacks got really severe. I started having panic attacks for like 2 hours or more at a time. Sometimes I'd have panic attacks going on and off for half a day. Only to now just figure out, hey, these were heart attack spells being cast on me. People were literally trying to ritualistically sacrifice me. So I've learned to practice non reactivity now, and they don't like that. They definitely don't like you not being reactive towards their assaults. It's literally, what is it? We are called to literally be, seeds of peace. We wage war by being peaceful and standing above all the what we need to do. We need to stand above all the turmoil. Don't focus. We need to not focus on anything in the news. Just ignore everything in the news. Ignore anybody around you that tries to drag you back into negativity. We literally need to just focus on ourselves, be peaceful, enjoy things that we enjoy. And whenever we feel like we are being attacked, pray for God to handle it for you, whatever that specific thing is. If you feel like you're having a heart attack or something, pray for God, because somebody's literally attacking your heart. If your head starts hurting, pray for that. If you're having all these other issues, whatever issues you're having that you wouldn't normally experience, just pray to God. Pray to God to take care of it. See. Oh yeah, and I wanted to tell people, we're told that our bodies are temples of God, and we should treat them like that. Well, that involves only eating and wearing living things. No synthetic things, no preservatives that aren't natural, of course, nothing that, I'm sorry, you're going to have to give up a lot of things that you like, but once you do, you realize, oh, these things kind of taste gross if you try to eat them again. So, start eating fruit, vegetables, raw honey. I eat raw honey and garlic cloves a couple of times a day now. I like Greek yogurt, milk, cheese, mostly fruit. Like, mostly been eating fruit and steak, chicken. Do not eat pork, no matter what anybody says. Do not listen to anybody saying, "Oh, well, it's God's okay with us eating." He does not want you eating pork. Pork is filled with parasites, and we're told growing up, you are what you eat. Do you really want to have the spirit of a pig, which is a gluttonous spirit? You probably don't. You probably don't. There's a lot going on. I'm just waiting for the day that I get kicked out of this house now. My cars have been tampered with, so I have nothing to. I literally have no way to actually get around my one functioning car. I have to pop out the battery and charge it every single day I want to get around to go like 30 miles. I really don't know what I'm going to do, but I will encourage everybody who sees this and actually recognizes what I'm saying is true to avoid Kalamazoo, Michigan. This is a city filled with a bunch of Freemasons and cults and covens and other nasty things. And just reality isn't what we're told it is. This is a matrix. And by matrix, when people are like, oh, it's all simulated. I'm like, well, technically it all is simulated by a collective consciousness, by our minds. There are two sets of consciousnesses. There's one that has no free will to think for itself, and there's one that has free will to think for itself and can create. The one that can't create is literally projecting all of these thoughts and all these beliefs and all this other stuff onto the ones that can create with their thoughts and with how we interact with our minds. They're projecting things to create the reality they want. And what we need to do is reject the reality that they want, focus on positivity, lifting ourselves up higher, and lifting up anybody else who wants to come with us. But we're literally at the point where there's really no point unless they desperately want to change, and that's between them and God. We're just holding on, trying to climb up out of a hell that we didn't put ourselves in. We were drug into. We were drug into this. We may have agreed to this to take back Earth, I don't know. My memory's still hazy. I'm being told I'm supposed to be some sort of prophet. I'm just trusting God at this point. So, he said, we're told, he who can be faithful with a little can be trusted with much. And I'm just like, well, I don't have much courage or anything anymore. I used to be a really free spirit, and this world just pounded it all out of me. So I just want everybody to know to hold on. You just start talking about the things that I wrote down, I guess. But I'm going to be ending this here. Remember, a good life doesn't mean an easy life, and an easy life does not mean a fulfilling life. God bless you all.